Hello guys, today I want to show you one trick with Laravel Livewire. Typical way of using Livewire components is loading the Laravel controller, then loading the view, and inside of that view call the Livewire component with @Livewire. What if I told you that you don't need Laravel controller and you can bind the route directly to Livewire component? Let me show you how. And also I will show how to use route model binding with PHP 7.4 syntax to make your code even shorter. So, typical way of using Livewire component. You get the view in routes web, you bind it to a controller method, and if we go to that controller method, you may have some logic in the controller, but you load the view with the variable. Then in that post show, there is some kind of layout, and inside of that layout, HTML, you have Livewire. So that post show component accepts the post as a parameter. And for example, in that component, you do something dynamic for Livewire stuff. And then in that component, in post show, the mount method accepts the post like a constructor, then it assigns to a public property, and then the view Livewire post show shows the actual post with whatever you need. So in visual representation, it looks like this. So you bind post 1 to the post with ID 1, it is taken from the database and it is shown. Now let's make it shorter. So in routes web, instead of doing the controller, we will do this. We're doing route get to the Livewire component directly. So we delete that route. We have the same route get of posts post, and we're loading Livewire component. Let's refresh, and nothing changes. It's still working. Now there's one thing I did behind the scenes to make it work. If you bind the Laravel route to Livewire component, that render should render from some layout, and that layout by default is resources views layouts app blade. So you need to create the file layouts app blade with all of your HTML. It's kind of like a master layout, and in the middle of that you need to add slot. So this is where your Livewire component will be rendered. And of course that HTML should contain Livewire styles and Livewire scripts. So it's kind of like main layout, just called not from the blade, not from the extends or controller, but directly from Livewire component render. And you can also modify that. For example, if you already have layout with some different name, so like main blade, for example, let's rename that to main blade. And then in your Livewire component, you should specify layout main. Let's refresh and see if it works. Oh, of course, it's layouts main. Like this, refresh, and it works. So by default, it's layouts app blade, but you can override that. And final thing, what I wanted to show you, if you bind directly to Livewire component like this, you don't need mount method anymore if you use route model binding. So this syntax would work in PHP 7.4. So if you bind it with the same variable as in here, then let's try to remove mount method and let's see if it still works. As you can see, it still works. So the post variable is automatically resolved by Livewire, some kind of magic. I'm not sure how it works under the hood, but it works. So the post variable from here goes directly from here. It is resolved by finding it by ID, so from this URL, from ID parameter of 1, and then it appears in the show blade like post. So this is a quick demo of Livewire magic, which makes your code even shorter by passing Laravel controllers and going directly to Livewire component where all the magic happens. If you want more videos like this one on Laravel or Livewire, subscribe to the channel because I'm shooting the videos and posting the videos almost daily now. And also you can support the channel financially by doing one of two things: using our Laravel Quick Admin Panel generator at quickadminpanel.com or enrolling in one of my courses at laraveldaily.teachable.com. See you guys in other videos.